I feel like I've been waiting on this GI Joe live stream for a full month, but then my tooth started bothering me the last couple days, and I had to get a root canal. I did make sure the dentist did not have a bald head or a monocle, just to be on the safe side. I don't recommend the root canal if you can avoid it, but I do recommend you staying tuned for my breakdown of all these exciting GI Joe Classified series reveals, including one figure I am so excited to see joining the team, the original team, right away. So let's break it all down right now. What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Let's get into the render reveals. There's no time to delay. First up, we've seen teases, parts, legs. Now it's confirmed by the Classified Series team. He is coming. The render reveal for Snake Eyes version 2. This figure looks really cool. I'm not the biggest Ninja Force fan, but I thought those character designs were awesome. Snake Eyes just looks great. I don't know if they were joking when they said this is everyone's favorite Snake Eyes. For me, that's still version 2, but I really like this one. And there's no shortage of Snake Eyes designs that I'm not going to add to my collection. So this one for sure is joining it. I'm looking forward to version 3, of course, after version 2. But this figure looks really sweet. I love the little red accents. So they're showing a little love to that wacky 90s era where they were throwing in more colors just to throw them in. He's got his grappling hook that the original figure actually had a launcher to shoot. And I love the knives here. I think these are little additional parts to them. I really like this design. I thought it came off so well. And this mask, the Jason Voorhees style, because, you know, I didn't know much about hockey when I saw this. I was like, this is so cool. The red goggles, shout out to Cyclops. Really dig this. And I really enjoy this backpack for the swords. I really think that's a nice slim piece. So it's not going to interfere with too much, but I really love this design for Snake Eyes. Really excited about it. Now for the one that had me so hyped to see today. It was this guy, Colonel, not General yet, Hawk with the MMS. And this is really important, really key to me because I started reading GI Joe from issue 1. Hawk was the leader. I always felt he got shortchanged in the cartoon. They went right away with Duke. So he was leading the team for 2 miniseries. And then Hawk finally came in with the 4th one, Arise Serpento Arise. And they had to be like, hey, yeah, Hawk's really in charge. Anyway, this design is basic. It's so plain, but I am so thrilled we get him. Got the M16, the cartoon gun, got Stalker's gun too, a knife. Looks like he's got the visor, and he's also got a communication rig on there too, his handgun. This figure is so important to me because now I can finally reenact one of my favorite GI Joe covers. Let me pull that up really fast. I should have had this ready and prepared, but whatever. Who cares? Nobody's judging on that end, right, guys? Right. It's this one. It's GI Joe issue 16 because now I've got all the pieces I need for it with this Hawk figure coming up. And this is one of my early favorite Joe issues. It's Night Attack, and it's Destro versus Hawk in the back of his tank, Cobra Commander in the turret. I'm going to be able to play around and do that. And Dr. Venom's driving it, but whatever. We won't be able to see him just yet. But I am so excited about actually doing this. And Hawk, Colonel Hawk coming to the team is so cool. Very excited about this. And you can see here, if you can look a little closer, I had to zoom this in from the Pulse live stream on it. They've got the head sculpt just right, where this is the head sculpt from the General Hawk one. And it's a great head sculpt. And we're going to be able to have this without the gray hair. And I love the fact that we got the crew cut. They didn't change it up and give him the brown crew cut. Love that. But I like that they actually seem to incorporate a little bit of brown in here. So maybe he's been dyeing his hair all this time. So you can see the transition from blonde to brown. Really dig that. Don't know if I really need this flak vest for him, though. I think these are removable. I'm going to have to use Stalker's rig because definitely want to go all out classic with Hawk. He's got the H there. Love that. So he can fit most of his gear. I was hoping I could see a little bit more on this, but whatever. So excited about getting this to the collection. And then you can see the MMS. This is what I was waiting for. I knew we were going to get it after we saw the Cobra one. I didn't need two versions of missile launchers for the Joes and Cobras. This is more of a Joe vehicle, and they were saying this can get towed by the Vamp and the Awe Striker, which is awesome. We've got all these random blast effect pieces, which is fine. I don't really need them as much as I do these launch effect pieces, the blast effects for the missiles. I love them on the Dragonfly. I was about to say Sky Striker. I love them on the Dragonfly. They're so cool. And having Colonel Hawk to lead the original 13 Joes, great. So that means we're getting really close. Still need Flash, Short Fuse, Stealer, Zap. I guess we're almost done. And Grand Slam. But we are so close. That's exciting. The original GI Joe team in classified series form. You know, those designs are boring, but I really love the fact that the classified series team is like, nah, we got to make sure we keep knocking out more of the originals. Very excited about that. And I don't know if we're going to get Steeler anytime soon with the Mobat, but this is really cool. Great addition. Got to turn off my alarm. There you go. I'm supposed to go off and do some other things, but whatever. It's a recording this live to tape, so we'll just have to deal with it. Anyway, next up on the big reveal front is the last two retro figures for the year. This is a little bit disappointing because I've been loving the retro series line. I was hoping to get some more, maybe a revised Destro, Lady J, but one of these is really interesting to me. The other is like, okay, cool, whatever. It's the green shirt trooper. I don't really care about the green shirts on their own. I always thought the Joes were special, elite. They didn't need bullet stoppers. But one thing that's interesting to me with this one, they came with two portraits. And if you don't feel like getting that Night Force version, I think this makes for a pretty solid head sculpt for Lieutenant Falcon. In this one, I'm looking at him kind of like if I sculpted on a mustache or just painted one on, could this work for a younger Stalker? I know a lot of us were saying, oh man, the retro Stalker is a great figure, but it would have been even better if we were able to get a different head sculpt like we got with Duke, Scarlet, and Flint. So we've got this option here, and I kind of feel like this would work just fine for a Stalker head sculpt. What do y'all think? Next up, this is one I wasn't as excited about. It's this one. It's a cartoon version of the bat. Note the red and the visor section. So it's basically everything we've been getting before with the previous bat figures. A little bit more silver. The colors definitely are brighter. I do love the fact it comes with a flame effect for the flamethrower and a laser effect for the laser. That's cool. And I love this. So it's actually showing that it's pulsating, getting a little bit purpley as the laser. The Energon, if you've been reading the comic book as of late, is actually pulsating through. I really dig that. And then we got the chest protector. We got the clean one. We got the cracked one. We got the broken down, shattered up faceplate. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I need many of these figures. I keep saying I'm not going to get any more bats. And we got every version of the bat so far. Probably going to get this one, maybe two, but I can't imagine Army building this one out as much as I have some other ones. Having said that, check back later on in the year when I've got like 8 and going. I don't know what happened. So really cool renders. That was it on that front. And then it was on to a little bit further breakdowns on the stuff we saw. And this stuff is already up for pre-order. So stay tuned. I'll have those links up when this video is over. First up, the Frag Viper. This figure looks really cool. The Frag Viper is one. I was like, I don't really care about this look back in the original Real American Hero line, but I really dig this classified series update on it. Very cool. And all these design elements, this is the projectile, which is a separate piece. So you can actually pull this like it's going right up here, or you can slide it back down like it's just being launched. I really think that is cool. I love the color scheme with a little bit of brown. The orange definitely makes this Viper stand out. 2 Uzis there to fit on the side. So this Viper is ready for action no matter what scenario is playing out. Really dig this. My gun aficionados can tell me, is that an Uzi or a submachine gun? Let me know in the comments. But man, I really love this color scheme with the blue and the silver mask. It looks really cool. And you can see all the different mines or grenades. Trying to remember what the Frag Viper was actually projectile tossing with this launcher here. But you can see they're all lined up ready to go. And they look like they would actually fit in this segment of piping there. That's cool. Really dig this. Here are the pictures, the official ones from Shooting the Galaxy, and they look really great too. Shocker. But man, I really dig this Frag Viper. Again, one that was not a favorite of mine growing up, but this is one I'm definitely going to be army building a solid amount, maybe 4, maybe 5, but I really, really dig this one. So good deal on that one. And so stoked and surprised that I'm so into this one. Next up is Darklon. And they were breaking it down. Tony said that while it looks like you could take this mask off, it's not. They just did a really great job with the recesses so you can look deep into his eyes. I love that. And right now, we still don't have an Iron Grenadier Destro. He's going to be the leader of my Iron Grenadiers for the time being. Maybe I'll just have Destro working inside Cobra and then actually take over later on. But I love how Darklon turned out. I'm not so big a fan of this alternate mask, but I really love this one. So this is one, I don't know, maybe I'll just use it for a random bat or something. Maybe the Iron Grenadier bat can use that as like the ultimate one. But his gear is really cool. He's got this small pistol. He's got a dagger. He's got his sword. This sheath looks really awesome. His grenade launcher. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on here. And whether he's going with bladed combat, he's ready to take on Snake Eyes. He can do a rack of stuff here. I really love how he turned out. Shocker. It's always a theme with me with these classified series figures. I love how it turned out, but that's because it's true. I really love how this figure looks. You can see the pistol here on the side. The sheath looks like it fits really snugly in the back there, which is great. Don't need anything falling off. Thanks to that butterfly shoulder articulation, he can actually hold the sword with both hands in a pretty convincing pose there. And check out the detail on this. That's really nice too. So then you can see a little bit more of these really cool photos. Again, not really feeling this for it. I don't know. Maybe it looks more of a robotic head sculpt. They started doing the cyborg bats, the revamped bats. That might work a little bit more, but I'm just not really feeling it for Darklon. I don't know. Maybe it's the tongue. He's going with a straight up Road Warrior deal, but it just looks a little weird for a mask. Anyway, very cool figure, ready to go, ready to finally lead my Iron Grenadier bats, my Iron Grenadier metalhead, and just do the thing. Someone have an army to actually fight GI Joe beside Cobra and the Dreadnoks. Next up, Footloose. I really wish they had found a way to make his rocket launcher shorter than Bazooka's, just so it would look a little bit different than him reusing his Wave Mates gimmick. And Lenny explained the leaves aren't hanging out as wild as they were in the original figure. He's got it under some web gear, which is fine. I'm just glad they tried to incorporate that. Footloose is one of my guys from the 1985 series. So, of course, I was excited to see him revealed way back when. The figure keeps looking better. We didn't get to see a picture of him with the helmet on during Toy Fair. So it's nice to see that as one of the first photo shots we get of him. So here's all of his gear. I don't know if I really like the pants here because I wanted just all the full camo experience. And you can see that kind of carries over with these pouches on the side, but it's a little bit too much brown for me. But I love how the camo looks. That looks awesome. Book bag, backpack, book bag. He's in school, ready to go to recess and all the good stuff. Got the canteen on the side. He's got his knife, his M16. His rocket launcher is really big. Pistol and the helmet with flowers or leaves. He's ready for action. I just need airtight now to get this 1985 squad all done. Sans the vehicle drivers. Shout out Frostbite. Where are you? But yeah, this is pretty cool. And he looks nice. There's not a whole lot that I was expecting to see with Footloose. And I think they handled the basic infantry trooper, the replacement for Grunt, just fine. This rocket launcher might be a little bit cumbersome on him. I don't know how often I'm going to actually have him using it or displayed with it because it's like, And the fact that they didn't change out that whole snarling face that we have for bazookas, I don't know. Anyway, I think Footloose looks really cool. Good job with him and just solid work. I wish we could get a few more photos with the guys, with their teammates. And you can see he's chilling. He's lounging out, man. So that's fun. And oops, Darklon, I got you, bro. So good stuff there. Can't wait to get him, add him to the team. My 1985 series. These figures are up right now for pre-order on my affiliate, Entertainment Earth, my affiliate, Amazon. Again, I'll post those links shortly. But I can see right now, free shipping on 79 and over. So if you get all four, who's the fourth one? This guy, Blowtorch. Dig him. And that means we're almost done with the 1984 wave, too, because all we need is a properly colored ripcord. And Blowtorch looks awesome. I mean, he is probably my favorite of the bunch. I love the way they incorporated his colors. He's got his mask with the rebreather. He looks ready to go. And I kind of dig this. It seems like maybe this is a protection piece for just in case someone shot at his tank here, that maybe that could provide a little bit of protection for him. Not a whole lot, but I like the intent of that. Let me know, military experts, if that is indeed the case. This head sculpt is awesome. You can see the different parts to the helmet, very true to the original look for him. And he's got the same flame torch effects that Dreadnought Torch came with. I like the little accents of black in here. I thought I was not going to dig that, but I'm fine with it. I don't need a retro version of Blowtorch. I think he turned out really nicely. Lenny mentioned they were trying to figure out the color for his yellow, and they started off with this, which they kept for the tank, but decided let's give it a little bit more firefighter yellow, and I think that's probably a good call. He's going to look good next to the rest of that wave anyway. So many colors, and I thought that's what made the 84 series so fun, because there was just a mix of really cool color combinations at play. We had Recondo, we had Roadblock, Duke, we had Ripcord, Blowtorch, Spirit Iron Knife, Mutton Junkyard. So not a lot of cool colors here. Very nice to see how Blowtorch turned out. And of course, definitely going to have him facing off with Torch. That looks cool. I mean, those flame effect pictures is going to be awesome. It's going to be really fun putting him into action, just doing his thing. And Doc, you sure about this one? Gotta get my reflector glass set up for the panels for my whole weather dominator scene. So Doc can go, no, I'm wearing my asbestos. My asbestos underwear. Check this out. What's this in the background? It's a teaser of a bridge layer. And yeah, I know this might just be the original, but y'all gonna throw it out here. I'm down for it. Let me get that bridge layer. All about it. So that's really cool. Nice tease. I haven't seen a lot of Easter eggs with some of these packaging, but very cool to see that with Blowtorch. So let's keep this thing rolling with the final pre-order figure for today. And that is this guy, Law and Order. And he looks great. I mean, just that head sculpt. They're doing some great work on the head sculpts after the debacle that was Lieutenant Falcon. This is really nicely done. I mean, Order looks good too. I mean, these guys are ready for it. And, they mentioned that the original figure had the vest open. I kind of dig it all closed up. It works for him. He's got the same hand allotment that we saw with Mutt. He's got the Uzi. So, the pet dog handlers, their weapon of choice is a Uzi. You can see he's got a little bit more. He's got the club. He's got a knife, pistol, handcuffs when things get wild. So he looks solid. Of course, they did a great job on Order. There hasn't been an animal figure. I'm like, oh man, that one's a real disappointment. He looks really good, and they're ready to go to action. Just love those two. From GI Joe the movie, they were definitely some of my favorites. And Law just looks ready to go. He's got his walkie-talkie. He's communicating. Order's ready. And he's got a Frag Viper. Look out. Hey, what are you doing? So this is going to be really fun. Having him, another member of that 1987 team, slowly getting those ranks filled up a little bit more. I want to see these guys. They look great. Yeah, get some of that Cobra dirt off, Order. Yeah, this is good stuff yet again. The handcuffs go right here. This is great. Let me see if we get the back of here. There's Beachhead. Oh, they've got the dynamite. Come on. How great is that? What are you doing? Not to us. Come on. This is awesome. I mean, you just gotta love this line. The people working on it clearly are major fans of G.I. Joe. It's not like, it's a gig. Everything's iconic. Nah, they're really hardcore into this thing, and I just love it because it's like, yes, thank you. It's one of those deals where it's like, if I were in charge, you don't have to do that with G.I. Joe Classified. It's just like right here, they are delivering that for us. And let me see here. I just decided I need to do a quick check on the rest of these. There's a Frag Viper. Is this the character that the snake was fighting in that in the mass device? Not the mass device, the weather dominator that Major Blood sent out. Kind of interesting. Got to see now the rest of these Easter eggs for the rest of these figures. So we saw the Frag Viper. Let's see what Darklon is working with here. And they've got kind of the same idea I did with him. So he's leading the Iron Grenadier army. See, I think that works. I mean, we don't necessarily have to have Destro right now because we've got Darklon to lead him. I kind of like keeping him there for a moment. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I don't think we've got the back of Footloose. That might have been why I didn't think to look at the rest of them. Oh, there we go. Yes, this is cool too. A little bit of another teaser of another vehicle I would love to see. Check out that tank in the background. And there's Dusty going, what up, man? So this team, again, was so great. So many skill functions covered. There you go. A little four-leaf clover action there. Good. All right, anyway. Really happy with those. Those 4 figures are now up for pre-order, including Law and Order. So good stuff there. Then we got to move it on. And I wanted to make sure you all knew this and saw this. Entertainment Earth also put up some more G.I. Joe listings today. So we have the Crimson Strike team. If you missed it on Hasbro Pulse, I think it still might be available on clearance price. So, you don't necessarily need to pay $90 for it. Night Force, Big Ben is available for pre-order. He's one that I know was really popular with people after he sold out that first time, but he's here available for pre-order. And then the Cobra His Fire Team, which I'm pretty sure is sold out over at Hasbro Pulse. So there you go. Another option to get more G.I. Joes added to your collection. Thank me for ruining your wallets later. Then we had the big reveal of the snake armor. That's really nice. I was like, what is the price point for this thing going to be? It's a Pulse exclusive. They didn't go nuts. And I think that was the big reason why they did not include a figure. They wanted to make sure that cost was lower. And I really do appreciate it because now I'm like, do I stop with 1? Do I stop with 2? Maybe even 3. So I really think this price point is solid. I mean, we clearly see the snake is bringing a lot here. So much detail on this thing. I mean, it's like a massive mech tank going into action for Cobra. And 3 really does look cool together. So I don't know. And you can see, I love this ladder setup with it, where it's like it's got a Cobra Trooper, the Cobra officer in this case, has to climb up. And you note here, you can see the handlebars for them to climb up onto it because, yeah, it is that tall. More fire. Is Blowtorch around? Or is that Torch is doing? And you see they've got flame elements too. So this is such a really cool vehicle mech setup suit, really massive playset, if you would, because this is really awesome. And you can see how the Cobra Viper, Cobra Officer sits in here. So he looks solid. There's no funny stuff going on. And, people were worried, oh, this is dumb if it doesn't. But I was like, oh, no, wait, maybe it does. So this is exactly how snug he fits. $74.99. Now, this pre-order will be available to ship on approximately July 1st. I will say, if you're on the fence, a lot of times we've seen these Hasbro Pulse exclusive, especially on the classified series front, sell out for a while. We saw that with Snow Job. I don't remember him coming back in stock. The Cobra Valkyries have come back a few times. The Vamp was another one. I definitely think, I really encourage you, if you're looking at it, you might as well just go ahead and grab it because you don't want to be like, oh no, I've missed it. So I'm going to pre-order some and hopefully I'll be flush with cash come July. So I won't be like, oh man, I've got to pre-order some of my cool snake armors. So we got that. But then we got some exciting news on the name only. I'm gonna blame this on all the Novocaine. We got some name only reveals with pictures, so call it what you will. And we got battle armor Cobra Commander. He looks cool. I mean, this is a figure version of Cobra Commander I've wanted basically since they showed Serpentor. So now he can go toe to toe Serpentor. I would love if it came with a Fred head sculpt too. So that way it kind of leans into what happened in the comic book, in addition to whatever mythos you want to go into for the cartoon. But I really dig this. This is a cool armor for Cobra Commander, and it's been used in the comic books, the Larry Hama version as well. So there you go. Next up, Monkey Wrench. He was teased on the Cold Slither box set, so it only makes sense. He's coming soon. We don't have to keep waiting for him. That means Thrasher is long overdue at this point. Where is my Thunder Machine? But Monkey Wrench, he's going to be a great figure. I mean, the Dreadnoks, they have just nailed every time they've delivered these figures, so I'm expecting the same thing with him. Next up, Major Blood. He's the one that's been screaming for a retro update, more streamlined. The first one, though bulky, those rockets that attached to his pistol kept falling out of my backpack every time I moved him. So I'm hoping this new version has them all snug, firmly in place. There won't be any kind of issue like, oh no, it's falling off again. Very excited about him because he's one that kind of needs an update. And finally, we got Mercer. He's coming in a 2-pack. I think some of our friends in the chat mentioned we're getting a 2-pack of Mercer and Sergeant Slaughter. So that's cool. We get, I guess, half of the Renegades if you want to count Sergeant Slaughter a Renegade. Hopefully that means we won't have to wait too much longer before we get Red Dog and Taurus. I really would have loved to get a 3-pack of them and just save Sergeant Slaughter for later. I don't know. Maybe they just want to do a 2-and-2. Shout out Chuck Woolery, 2-pack of both the Renegades. That way we can get them in 2 box sets. But I'm very excited about that. Was there anything else? That was all. Now it's time to go pre-order some Joes. Very excited about what we saw. Again, not a lot of surprises thanks to Toy Fair and the whole Dreadnought fiasco back in February, but very cool stuff. And man, so excited we're going to get Colonel Hawk before too much longer. That's exciting to me. Another member of the original 13 GI Joes. All right, well, that's all on my end. My voice is going again. But thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know which was your favorite reveal from today's live stream. What do you think about that snake? Is the price right? Or are you like, oh man, it's too much? Let me know as always in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. This episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.